Welcome back to Spade Card Magic. Today I'm going to show you how to do the turnover pass. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so essentially what the turnover pass is you're having the spectator get a card, and then you just want to secretly cut the deck as you turn it over. So use the action of turning over the deck to conceal the cut. And this is a really easy pass, and it's my go-to effect. So here's how to do it. So you want to have the spectator just tap any card, or they can pick it out. And here you want to then get a pinky break above their card, or just to have the break like that. It doesn't really matter like where their card is in the deck, preferably from the middle though. And then once you have their card, just have a break above it and square it up. So once you square it up, you'll see this really big crack opening that runs through the whole deck, and you know that this is the best angle to do it from. So while you square the cards up, you want to do this, and then you want to come in with your hand and turn your body at the same time. That's a way to cover up the crack at the same time. So again, you want to get your pinky ready, then as you square it up, this hand comes in on the side, and then you can rotate your body and square it up, and this hand is shielding that big opening, and then you can tilt your hands down just like so. So from this angle also you can see nothing, but you want to perform it from this angle. And going over that again, you have the spectator just get any card, let's say it's this one, you get your pinky ready. Don't make it too obvious though. Then these cards, a way to make it look better is by spreading it messy on purpose, so you have a reason to square it up and do that. So just make sure when you square it, make sure that this hand comes around on the side as you twist your body to really hide the opening, because there's nothing worse than showing this opening to the spectator. So once you're in this position, the whole cutting part, that's where it starts. So you want to take this half of the deck and tuck this index finger in right below there. Then you just want to simply pull with these three fingers and push with your index finger. So that's like the whole motion you want to do, and this is concealed by this part of the deck. So if you do that, this motion, you can see that it's like really concealed under the deck. You really can't see it. So that's what it looks like. You want to just do that motion under the deck. So this hand shields it, and so does the top part of the deck. So here's a way to do it. You pull with these three fingers and push with your index finger, creating this thing to do. And then as this shields, you want to just push it into like your ring finger and the base of your thumb. So if this is holding the top part of the deck, you want to push it over, and from this angle it wants to be like right here, gripped by your ring finger and your thumb, but make sure to push it deep into your hand so it can't really get seen. So here we go. We have this part of the deck that we want to cut that to the top. So we want to move this over. So after we kick it to the side, we push it in. So we don't just want to move it and then twist. We want to push that into our hand. So from our angle, it's like that. So we see it like touching our hand. We don't want it out like this so there's a big gap. We want to see that from our angle, because when we look down, that's what we'll see. But you want to show this top card just from that angle as you do the trick. So you want to have it just like so. So you have their card selected, you make the break, you can seal it and turn your body, and then as you move this bottom packet, tuck your index finger in and move the cards like this, and then push it into your hand just like so. You want to push it so it should look like this from that angle. It's almost completely invisible, and this is completely pushed into my hand just like so. Just make sure not to flash down or not to flash too far up. Make sure this part is square to the audience's head. And then the rest is just pretty easy. You want to take this, and with your thumb you just push that part of the top over and pretend like you turned over the deck. So going over the second part now. After you have this part, you want to push it over, push it into your hand, and then here you can pull over with your thumb like that, and now you're here, and just like pretend to turn it over. Okay, one subtle detail that you have to get right is after you have this part like so, make sure to square up the deck, because this is bad because you can see this, and that was the original bottom card. So just make sure you do this and you square the deck up best you can before you flip it over again, because if you do it then they might see that something happened. So like this, going over it again, you have them tap a card, you do the break, your hand comes over and you twist your body, then you shield everything like that. Then from this angle you want to move the bottom packet, push it into your hand, and then here you want to twist that top. But make sure while you do it, it's just like that and you twist it like so. So here's what it should look like in one motion. You have them tap, you break, you show, and then you do that, and it pops to the top. Alright, you can also use this as a color change. So, but this time you want to have it facing like the faces of the cards instead of the backs. This way you face the same direction, but you don't want to start off by doing this part with a pinky break. You can just start by putting your hand over, since you don't need a pinky break. For this color change, all you need to do is just lift up about like half, and then that serves as your break, because you don't need to start with the break. You can just lift up half the deck and then scoot the bottom section over and turn it over at the same time. Because you can start like this and just lift it up, tuck your index finger in, turn, and then do the same motion. But just make sure while you do it like this, it's also from this angle. Alright, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time on Spade Card Magic.